So hey guys, hope everybody's doing fantastically fine. Welcome to another episode of Bochve chapter 4, where we read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, reading each chapter and just kind of like translating it and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do just that. Hold on, let's just wait till they go past. That's the thing, you can't always have nature to yourself. Now Adam had sexual relations with his wife Eve, and she became pregnant. When she gave birth to Cain, she said, "With the Lord's help I have produced a man." Later she gave birth to his brother and named him Abel. When they grew up, Abel became a shepherd, while Cain cultivated the ground. When it was time for harvest, Cain presented some of his crops as a gift to the Lord. Abel also brought a gift, the best portions of the firstborn lambs from his flock. The Lord accepted Abel and his gift, but he did not accept Cain and his gift. This made Cain very angry, and he looked dejected. The thing is that there's so many times where it's like we bring our offering to God, like we pray to God, and then we get angry or we get dejected or our face is downcast when we see God blessing our neighbors and not even answering our prayers and stuff like that. But the thing is that we soon find out that it's the heart. Like, how is your heart? You know what I'm saying? Like, if your heart is not 100% there, and if your heart is to try and compete with somebody else who is also praying to God or worshiping God, if your heart is not in the right place, like, will God really bless your blessings? Will God really bless you? Why are you so angry? The Lord asked Cain. Why do you look so dejected? You will be accepted if you do what is right. But if you refuse to do what is right, then watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to control you, but you must subdue it and be its master. So why are you so angry? Like God asked Cain. He was like, you're gonna be accepted if you do what is right. So it's like, why are you worrying? Like, if you're gonna do what is right, if you're serving God with all of your heart, your mind, your soul, like, why should you then compete? Why should you then be upset that your neighbor is receiving more? Like, if you are upset that your neighbor is receiving a blessing, then that really goes to show the content of your heart and what basis were you offering God. Like, what basis were you worshiping God? Like, when you were worshiping God, were you doing so in a genuine way, or were you doing so in order to receive a blessing and then boast about it to your neighbor? And also, something that I noted here, it says, if you refuse to do what is right, then watch out. Sin is crouching at the door, eager to control you, but you must subdue it. And another message that I heard this week was your doors. Like, what are you allowing to have access into you? Like, what doors are you opening for the enemy to enter in? And that's this thing with sin. Like, we can sin by seeing things with our eyes, hearing things, saying things and stuff like that. And it's like it's crouching at each door that has the potential of being open. And so, are you going to allow sin to enter into you? Are you going to open the door to sin? Like, no. Like, sin is ready, it's available, it's there standing at your door, it is already knocked. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you open up, it's going to come in. It's going to roam within you, it's going to do what it wants to do. Moving on, verse 8. One day Cain suggested to his brother, "Let's go out into the fields." And while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. That's mad, yo. Like, his own brother, he killed him. Crazy, man. Afterwards, the Lord asked Cain, "Where is your brother? Where is Abel?" "I don't know," Cain responded. "I'm my brother's guardian." Dang. Should I be the watch out for my brother? Like, is it my responsibility to be my brother's guardian? Yes, it is, Cain. That's your brother. You guys were in the womb, you know what I'm saying? Was it him that was in the womb? I'm pretty sure, no, it wasn't them. That's your brother, like, that's your family, you know what I'm saying? So, yes. And the thing is, sometimes, like, the questions that you ask, like, you know the answer to, but you're just so guilty. And then the Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are cursed and banished from the ground, which has swallowed your brother's blood." Like, dang, Cain, you killed your own brother. You know what? There was another person that was saying that, like, it's mad how people do evil, but they're still having long life. They're still, like, living prosperous. They're still, like, enjoying the fruits of their labor or whatever, whatever labor they did. And the thing is, like, yes, but also, like, we don't know what type of sleep they get. We don't know, what's the reoccurring thoughts within their minds. Like, they are doing guilty things, but I'm pretty sure that there's some type of guilt that is inside of them that's eating them up, and their sleep is not right. And also, the blood of the people that they kill, the lives of those that they're destroying, God is, like, he knows of all of this, you know what I'm saying? So, even though we see these people, like, succeeding in life, like, let's not try and do those things because they're not reaping any consequences. There's a spider on my camera. Because they're not reaping any consequences, let's just continue to do us and like continue to seek God and stuff. Verse 12, no longer will the ground yield good crops for you, no matter how hard you work. From now on you will be a homeless wanderer on earth. Cain replied to the Lord, my punishment is too great for me to bear. You have banished me from the land and from your presence. You have made me a homeless wanderer. Anyone who finds me will kill me. The Lord replied, no, for I will give a sevenfold punishment to anyone who kills you. Then the Lord put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who might try to kill him. So Cain left the Lord's presence and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. The descendants of Cain. Cain had sexual relations with his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Then Cain founded a city which he named Enoch after his son. Enoch had a son named Arad. Arad became the father of Mehujael. Mehujael became the father of Methushael. Methushael became the father of Lamech. Lamech married two women. The first was named Ada, and the second was Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal, who was the first of those who raised livestock and live in tents. His brother's name was Jubal, the first of all who play harp and flute. Lamech's other wife Zillah gave birth to a son named Tubal-Cain. He became an expert in forging tools of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain had a sister named Naamah. One day Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, hear my voice, listen to me, you wives of Lamech. I have killed a man who attacked me, a young man who wounded me. If someone who kills Cain is punished 7 times, then the one who kills me will be punished 77 times. The birth of Seth. Adam had sexual relations with his wife again. You know, that's bad. For some reason, I always kind of seem to forget that Adam and Eve had plenty more kids. And like for some reason, like what's their names? Cain and Abel are the ones that always stick in my mind. But they had kids. Like what? So yeah, had relations with his wife again, and she gave birth to another son. She named him Seth, for she said, God has granted me another son in Abel, whom Cain killed. When Seth grew up, he had a son and named him Enosh. At that time, people first began to worship the Lord by name. Adam and Eve, like they had plenty. Ew, what the heck is that? They had lots of kids, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, the spider is like really just wandering, like it's all over my laptop right now. It's all over my computer, my camera. And the thing that I want to know as well is like in the Bible, like when you see the mention of generations that has passed, like there's times where I kind of want to skip over that, but then again it goes to show like how God has allowed for these names to be in the book. And you know how he says that he knows us by name, each and every single one of us. So it's like, wow, like everybody's name is remembered. Especially I think it's in the book of John or Matthew chapter 1 where God is like telling, like in, wow, I can't even speak right now, but I think it's like in the book of John or Matthew where you see like the generations of Jesus and like his people that were before him. Like you see everybody's name that's written in that book, and it just reminds me of how God knows each and every single one of us by name, and he's not forgotten us, like, and he hasn't forgotten the things that we have done and stuff like that. So yes, that is the story of Adam, Cain and Abel, and you just kind of see like the jealousy. And I feel like what I took from this is to be able to have a pure heart. Like whatever is not mine is not mine, you know what I'm saying? And I have to be able to accept that, like it's okay. Like I just have to accept the fact that like, yo, others have been blessed and I haven't been blessed in this time, in this moment, but like my time will come. And even if my time doesn't come, like even if I don't receive what I pray for, like I just have to be happy and just continue to trust in God, because like he knows the best things for me. Like he has a plan for me. Another one, yeah, that's all for chapter 4. Like if you guys have learned anything from this story, or if you guys have like another perspective or translation from it, then let me know. But I think what I've learned from it is to just be grateful and be able to prepare my heart for the Lord. Like I remember one time I was having a dream, and one word that resonated, that came up from that dream, was to marinate. And when you're marinating something, like you leave it, you know, in the sauce or in whatever you've made it, you know, for a long time, overnight, for a couple of hours, so that it can really soak in and take in all the flavors and stuff like that. And that's something that like I was like, marinate, like what? And that's something that God is telling me to do, is to like take a moment where you soak in the things that you have learned from him. Like if it's either spending time in his presence, like marinate in his word, and like really take in the ingredients that he's given to you, really take in the directions, instructions that he's given to you. Like take your time to take in the word. That's the message that I learned, that I took from today. To protect your heart, marinate in God's word, and let him lead you, let him instruct you. And this is gonna be it for episode 1. This is Bochve chapter 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys took something from it again. And let's have a conversation down below. Have you ever felt like Cain, like where you pray so hard and then you just kind of see God like not ignoring you, but like you see other things happening to other people, and you're like, yeah, God, I see what you did for so and so, but what about me, type of thing. Let me know, and I'll catch y'all later. Don't forget, that's not it. It's been a vibe. It's been a Vibes on what? It's been a Vibes on Christ. Peace.